In this video, an amazing game by Stockfish 15 against Komodo 12. Stockfish destroys the Pirc modern defense. So what are the first move? Clearly black does an early fianchetto. And this is the starting position. Clearly black want to expand here, maybe play b4 and has the bishop looking on the diagonal. So what is the white play? First we develop the piece, we castle, and now the knight on c3, coming back to g3, and then we're gonna play c2, c3. Let me show that. c5 played, c3, e5, knight g3. So the knight went for e2, g3, and now we can support our center. a6 played, a4, bishop b7. So we have developed our pieces. Interestingly, knights are here and bishops are here, and black has developed the bishop in fianchettos, and the knights are in a typical situation. So this is what you should aim for. But now the purpose of this video is to show Stockfish 15, the latest version. How does the engine destroy the black position? So the first step, bishop h6, aiming to exchange the bishops. In this case here, we have to be a bit careful. In this position, Komodo played d5. That's a crazy situation with all the pawns could be exchanged. But maybe you should be prepared. What should maybe a human player consider? Maybe c4 comes to mind. That would be logical. You exchange. Here you close the center. And now what would be the plan for white? You would do knight h2 and f4. That would be very, very strong this way. So another thing you could consider is black would take simply, you would do the same thing. And here, at some point, queen b6 played, you will go on g5. And then you have all kind of threat here, and the king is exposed. You have a better position for white. So in the game here, what did black try? d5, and it gets super interesting here. White took, and now Komodo takes on e4. Okay, what would be a natural move, right? What about taking here? What is the plan for white in this position? Well, we're exchanging first, and now f4. So the queen has to move, e5. And this is very strong because if you come here, simply you're gonna end up capturing this pawn and you have a great advantage. And if the knight were to come here, the best move would be queen f2. You attack here, and let's say after a few moves, simply you're gonna play rook e1, bishop e4. This pawn's gonna drop, this one is also hanging, and then the knight's gonna come here and you have a winning position. So in this position, knight e4 best move. And now we take, and this is white to play. What did Stockfish play in this position? Feel free to pause the video. That's where the fireworks truly start. We're on move 17. Now congratulations if you find the amazing move here, but when I look at this position, I would think, well, we say we exchange. Now the knight is attacked by the pawn, so let's say you come here. That seems to be an interesting move. Now black will take, you take, and here f5, and all of a sudden you can see that that bishop here is attacking g2. That knight here doesn't have any good square, so clearly that would be very dangerous for white. So the best move would be to come here. Simply, this position is about equal. If you look at the baseline, this is what happens if you exchange on g7. The position is just about equal, 5 pawns versus 5 pawns. The rook are all active, and the knight on e5 can come here, and maybe even black is slightly better here. So let's go back in this position. We just look at bishop take g7. And right now, the winning move is knight f5. And that is so strange. So you have this one hanging, and now you're hanging a third piece. But now, knight f5, how do you defend? Well, if you take the knight, this is GG, right? Checkmate. Okay, so that doesn't work. If you take over here, I'm taking here, threatening checkmate. So black has to take. Now you do knight g5, threatening checkmate. And here, checkmate, next move. Alright, so that's pretty dangerous. What if black take this knight here? So simply take like that, and let's say on this move, you calmly play here, and let's say if black play a move, queen h6, and you're winning on the spot again. Again, if you take here, this is checkmate on g7 sooner than later. So, and bishop g7, if you were to move the rook instead of taking on g2, you have a very nice move here, bishop f6, clearly the same idea of queen h6 coming, and if you take, you try to sidestep. This is clearly winning if the queen moves. Simply, you are winning here. And now the rook will come on e7, and this is game over once again. So, amazing move here in the game. Bishop e5 is tried by black. Taking here. Queen d6. And now we're attacking one piece and another piece here. So the game continued like that. But here I don't have to continue much more. We can see we gain the exchange, and in the game rook e7 was a brilliant move, attacking here the knight, and this was tried. But clearly this position is very clear. You have rook against rook, but this rook is greater than this bishop. And white converted. This is just technical win here, +4 if you look at the engine. But once again here, in this position, knight f5, brilliant move, and the king is in a tough spot right there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, knight e2 g3 followed by c3, bishop h6, and then you can develop the attack, and that's a very easy way to play with the white pieces against this defense. Feel free to post comments, likes, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.